So now we're going to wind a bobbin. Some bobbins have a hole in the end. If you have one of these bobbins, the easiest way to keep the thread secure when you are winding a bobbin is to thread the thread through the hole from the inside to the outside and pull it so that you have about an inch of thread free. Put the cotton on the spool pin and then insert the bobbin into the bobbin winder, insert it into the socket, and then the pin on the left hand is kept in place by a spring here inside the bobbin winder. Now snip the spare thread off, drop the bobbin, that's the other bobbin, doesn't matter, and now we'll thread up the bobbin winder. It goes through the thread guide in the top arm here, through the thread guide in the bottom arm here, and then over on the left hand side of the machine it goes through the hook at the top of the faceplate. And then you see that you have a triangle shape from the spool pin to the first hook and then down to the bobbin winder. We now need to make sure that the bobbin winder is engaged in place against the balance wheel, and we just push it forward so that the rubber wheel makes contact with the balance wheel. We'll now turn the handle and watch as the bobbin is filled with thread. And what I haven't done is I haven't disengaged the needle. This we do by turning the stop motion screw here, which is between the handle and the wheel. That will stop the needle moving, and we can carry on winding up the bobbin. Now you'll notice that we started winding the bobbin with the arm on the right hand side, and what we are aiming to do is end up with the arm of the bobbin winder in the same position when we stop. So we'll take the thread over to there and now take out the bobbin, pull on this side, the bobbin comes out, and snip the thread. There we have a filled bobbin. Some bobbins have no hole at the end. So the best way to keep the thread secure with these bobbins is lay the end of the thread over the socket at the right hand side and trap the thread between the bobbin and the bobbin winder. Put the other end in, make sure it's secure, give it a little pull and it's okay. So we go through the top guide and the bottom guide on the bobbin winder. Over here on the left hand side of the machine we put it through the hook at the top of the faceplate and we are ready to wind. And this time again you see that the arm is on the right hand side and we'll start winding. And again we'll end up with the arm of the bobbin winder on the right. We'll stop winding and take out the bobbin. Pull the pin on the left, take out the bobbin, snip the thread, and we have another filled bobbin. Now to load the bobbin into the shuttle. We ended up with the thread on the right. Put that end of the bobbin so that it ends up on the top. This means that if you look down at the top of the bobbin inside the shuttle and pull the thread, the bobbin turns anti-clockwise. If your bobbin has a hole at the end, it's easy to spot which end goes at the top. If it has no hole, just look and find the snipped off end of thread. The reason the bobbin goes in this way is so that the thread finds its own way first time for the next bit. Now look at the side of the shuttle and you can see this narrow opening cut diagonally down the side to the right of the tension spring. Hold the top of the bobbin steady inside the shuttle to stop it rotating and gently pull the thread down in the groove to the bottom of the shuttle as far as it will go until you feel it clicking into place inside the shuttle. Now pull the cotton upwards until it lies in position underneath the tension spring and it now runs freely when you pull gently. You can test that it's in position correctly because if you let go, the shuttle will dangle and the thread holds in place.